That got borderline inappropriate.
What, the episode?
No, just the letter to muffins. What are we gonna do with this though? I do think that these should be. I don't know. You like it?
You did a lot of perspective. I didn't go. I mean, you went perspective.
Yeah, I like the perspective.
How long did that take?
45 minutes.
Really?
For both or one?
Yeah, for both together. The butt cheeks thing was kind of an accident, but then I mean, because I did this line here, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be. I didn't want to be like so boxy with his legs, and then it just kind of it butt cheeked itself. It's just kind of it just did it, and then of course when I did this, I just kind of ran with it, and that's why it looks odd.
Yeah, odd is probably not the word I would have used.
Did you have an audience the whole time? Or were you alone?
My kids were also drawing their own versions, which you can look at if you want to, but you shouldn't make fun of my kids' drawings.
You got your kids to join in and draw. Wow. Okay.
Well, it did it on the weekend, you know. Try to keep the kids happy. Lincoln drew an elephant and a robot because he thought I said elephant when I said dolphin. You know, they sound very similar. Or something.
They both have an F in them. Made by PH.
Now, this whole episode here reminds me of, was it the first Rhett and Link cast we ever did when it was the history of Velcro?
Yeah, very much similar.
Where we did drawings and then we shared them with each other on camera about the moment Velcro was invented.
Was discovered.
So I can't figure out if we've gone full circle or if we've digressed or what. But these should probably be given away as prizes. Let's do a raffle. Let's do a Mythical Beast raffle of some sort. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say I want to see some drawings on the community of robot versus dolphin ear tennis match. Or you can go with, hey kids, don't pet fans. Those are your two prompts. And the winner gets featured on the community. But you're not getting these. I was going to say they were going to get these, but then I started thinking, I don't want to part with these.
Well, we could give one of them. Mine are almost the same. I'll give them the one. I drew a better circle for the fan with the Palomino.
I'm kind of concerned. There's not a lot of you watching Good Mythical Mores, so don't get me wrong, you're special, and I'm glad you're watching. I thought more people would be watching. I'm wondering if we can use the people who are watching to encourage other people to watch, so that when we say things like, oh, you should draw something like this, we get even more drawings.
Yeah, so the way you can do that is you can go into the comments on the main video, and you can remind people to go watch Good Mythical More and tell them how exciting this episode of Good Mythical More was. We talked about pictures. You got to see Link's kids' pictures. We announced a raffle. Did we announce a raffle?
We could just say, in the main video, we could say, go to Good Mythical More to find details on how to win one of Rhett and Link's drawings.
Okay.
And then they're going to come to this video, and we're explaining it to them.
So
draw one of these.
We're going to pick the best one that's submitted to the community, and then we're going to pick the best two. The best one of my approximation gets my photo, and the best one of yours gets your photo. It's not a photo, it's a picture, actually. You'll get the actual original one.
But there's two, so are we picking 4 winners?
I'm going to keep one for myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm going to hang it up in my office.
And then people are going to come into our office and be like, oh, your kid drew that. I'm saying, no, I drew that. Let's talk some more about that Amish Mafia thing.
What are you talking about? The Amish?
It's a television show. It's pretty amazing.
What is television?
I've heard about it. It's Amish, but Mafia.
You going to paint another picture of me?
What actually happens in that show? Huh? Are we done?
Can you stop grasping?
Are we done? Really, I am really interested in this Amish Mafia.
Really?
No offense to your story. I know you were kind of going for something different with that, but all of a sudden I'm like perking up. I'm like, I need to get cable. Amish Mafia. What is it?
You're out of breath because you helped me for a while.
But I was in I was in
sort of a pose, I was holding a pose.
I was in a yoga position.
The Amish Mafia, if that's really what you want to talk about, is first of all, you've seen like Breaking Amish and all those things, right? You know about these
I know
shows.
of it.
Yeah, where there's like Amish people like trying to make their way in the world, and they're like completely letting go of Amishism and just going and just gallivanting and doing
Like
all
no
kinds
more
of,
building
they're
rocking
just, you know,
chairs.
smoking weed and all kinds of things.
Really?
Yeah. So, but the Amish Mafia is that there is. Have anybody seen the show? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There is legitimately this group of dudes within the Amish culture who are like a mafia.
So when you sell a rocking chair, you've got to give them like 20%.
No, they have guns. They like have guns and they drive cars. They don't give a crap about the Amish wage.
The Amish wage. I don't give a crack about the Amish wage.
And they're only against the Amish?
No. They are Amish.
They run the Amish.
They are Amish, and like
Breaking Amish, that's what it's called, right?
no, Breaking Amish is the ones leaving. Amish Mafia is the show. Now, first of all, highly scripted as is all reality TV. Totally set up and totally produced, so it's very difficult to watch. I've only watched a couple episodes. Enough to know I don't really want to watch it anymore, honestly. But there's this dude that's the leader, and he's got a gun, and he's got these other guys who work for him, and I don't even know what they really do, but they're, you've got the guys who are like, I don't know if I'm going to be a part of this, and I don't know if I'm going to keep building houses, or if I'm going to make money the way the English make it, the English they call people who are not Amish English. And it's just kind of weird and stupid and wrong. And it shouldn't be a television show, and I shouldn't be watching it. You shouldn't be asking me about it.
But you shouldn't be passing judgment after watching only 2 episodes of something that's highly scripted. They're going to come after.
If you're going to be Amish, be Amish. That's all I got to say about that. If you're not going to be Amish, don't be half Amish. No one likes a half Amish.
Don't go half Amish.
Yeah. Amish is one of the things you go full Amish.
And you're going to get beans how often?
Quarterly. That's 4 times a year.
1 pound.
And these are
6
dry.
pounds.
These are
6
dry beans.
Wow. That's a lot of beans, man.
And they're incredible looking. They have all kinds of different colors, and they're all heirloom beans, and there's a story behind all these beans. And they've been, this line of beans has been around for 100 years.
I like green beans.
It's not a bean. It's a pod, really.
Field peas.
Look.
Butter. I hate butter beans.
Look. Why am I not connected to the internet anymore?
RanchoGordo.com. We're not sponsored by these people. Heirloom beans.
I mean, look at these things.
They're like black beans.
They got all kinds of things, and they also have all the chilies and all this stuff. How come the products don't come up? Heirloom beans. I want to click on them. Oh, the list of heirloom beans is here. Look at this. You got runner cannellini bean. You got Florida butter bean. You got scarlet runner.
I don't
bean.
like a millie bean. I want a crisp bean, like
a crisp bean. What do you mean?
Like,
do you like black beans?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're crisper, I think.
Well, they have midnight black bean. Look at that for you.
$6 for a pound.
Midnight is a true black turtle bean.
With a rich, traditional black bean flavor and texture, unlike our black Valentine, which is a wonderful black bean, but it's more of the kidney. Yeah, I don't like kidney beans.
But kidney beans are better because they're bigger.
It's just amazing how someone has dedicated themselves to this.
Yeah, it's awesome, and I want to be a part of it.
I love the fact that you love this, but you hate that whole Amish Mafia thing. It seems hypocritical to me.
It's not, no, because Amish Mafia is this fake thing that's been
You're talking about the
created
show.
for pure
You're talking about the
entertainment.
people.
I love the Amish.
And the Amish Mafia?
I do not like the Amish Mafia. Because if you're going to be Amish, be Amish. If you're going to eat beans, get beans for a year. If you're going to eat beans, eat as many beans as you can possibly pack into your stomach.
There's got to be some sort of side effect to that.
There's gas, but listen.
There's gas. There's gas. But
These things are
beyond gas.
These things are great for you. They're a great source of fiber. That's a non-meat. It's a great source of protein.
Are you going to be farting it up around here?
No,
all the time?
it takes a couple weeks and your body adjusts. So it'll be a couple weeks.
How does your body adjust? Does it say that on the website?
Yeah, I think your body says, all right, beans it is.
You make it sound like you're going to eat beans for every meal now.
I think I'm going to have so many beans, I'm going to have to eat beans a lot. think it's the art.
I just feel so good about getting that off my chest.
Hey,
I'm so happy right now.
There's a red mirror that you could look in.
I'm so happy because I hate you! You.
Boy, you
Is there something?
it's really getting, you really went and grabbed some stuff from deep down and then forced them into my face.
No. You know what it is? It's the onion on this water bottle. Smell the water bottle. Tell me if that's what my breath smells like.
I don't want to smell that.
Look at how much
I don't want to smell anything from this direction right now.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
Don't be so.
It was
you
unpleasant.
can be a little bit more subtle about it.
It was unpleasant. I'm just saying, it was unpleasant.
I would be nicer to you about it. I'd be like, hey, man.
Don't we have...
The camera's still going.
Oh. Welcome to Good Mythical More.
We tell each other our breath stinks all the time.
Or you get... If this was smell-o-vision right now, this would really be quite an experience for you. Can I see some... I want to see some more of the art that we ran out of time to look at.
There's a museum of bad art in Boston. It was established in 1994 by antique dealer Scott Wilson. He found a piece of art that someone had thrown away. It was like sitting in between two trash cans called Lucy in the Field with Flowers. Here it is right here. So he made a whole museum based around the fact that people, aspiring artists, are getting their art thrown away because it's bad. I wouldn't say that that's bad. I like the name. It's kind of a take on the Beatles song.
It's not good.
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
But it's more artistic than anything that we saw in the actual episode today.
Is she falling backwards or?
She's skipping.
She looks like she's walking backwards. Something about, I think that's what's wrong with it. You can't tell her trajectory. Look at this one. Mama and Babe by Sarah Irani.
Green face and pink face. I mean, blue face and pink face.
And it looks like, oh, that is scary. I would definitely hang that in my office.
But it is art, though.
Oh,
you can't deny that, right? It's a painting.
Bad art. Yes, this is bad art. But I could not have done that. That's my, I mean, I think I established as my working definition of art, whether I could do it or not.
Okay.
I could not do that. If that came out of me onto a canvas,
you feel really good about it.
I would be afraid about my mental state. Reef Garden by Hosmer. This guy has enough gumption to go by one name, but it looks like a kid's drawing.
It's like a clown in front of it.
It's like a underwater fiery reef monster. I like it, though.
It's not that bad.
I mean, really, it looks like something you would have drawn. Like, his face looks like the type of superhero faces that you draw.
No, that's a lot more detailed than anything I could do with paint, definitely.
This is my favorite. Jack Owens, he was a friend of mine.
This is excellent in my mind.
I love this.
Look at that. The cloud. You see the cloud in the back?
It's a wolf.
It's a dog.
It's a wolf cloud. And that cat, I guess they were friends. There's a story here.
The cat is thinking about the dog. Or maybe the man painted a picture of the cat who was a friend of his.
No, it's a grumpy cat who was friends with the wolf that died.
Well, probably.
But went into heaven.
I'm just saying that he
meets him at the stream.
The other interpretation is that the cat was a friend of the man, and then a previous pet that he wanted to remember in like an echo format was the dog that's in the clouds now. There was a picture at one point of the dog in the foreground.
And the stream represents life. You know, life flows to the ocean of death. And in dog years, it comes even quicker.
I think you're reading a little too much into it.
And finally, Think Again by Unknown. It says by Unknown, but then it's got a signature right there. So that kind of confuses me.
Do you know what Think Again means in this one? You thought that was Michael Jackson. Think again. And then the second thing is you thought this was an entire horse. Think again. It's just the horse's head. This woman has decapitated the horse, and she's just showing you the horse's head.
It's like LaToya Jackson, or it could be a female Rick James. I had a woman who was a neighbor to Nana and Papa, Miss Alice, and I would cut her grass, and she was an aspiring artist. And whenever I would go to get paid, I would go in her house, and she lived alone. She was an older woman, so she liked to talk to me for like 30 minutes. I should have charged her more. I should have charged her for the conversation, because she would keep me there because she was lonely. She would talk to me and show me her paintings. And
This makes me feel uncomfortable.
they were not good paintings. I didn't know. I didn't tell her that. I was like, oh, this. She never painted me. I mean, she never.
Oh! The secret's revealed.
Okay, she did paint me.
Like body paint, or she painted you as you posed? Because there's a big difference.
Neither one was called. No, she never paid me in painting. Is what I was trying to say. I wanted to. My secret's out. Miss Alice used to paint me. Okay, there you have it.
Jinx. You said yes in there, just so you know. You went, yes. All right. Okay. You think?
I like these NASA patches.
I feel like what he did might be illegal. What did he say again? He said, "I got a job somewhere and I took some stuff from him." I was a contractor. No,
The Johnson Space Center.
as a video technician.
It's in Houston.
I already read this. He said he actually said he couldn't go into the alien room, so he gave us some patches instead. And then he said, P.S. Just joking about the alien room. That's at Area 51, not at the Johnson.
Well, they
Space
recently, the government recently acknowledged the existence of Area 51, which, you know, big whoop, we all knew that it was real, but they recently publicly acknowledged the existence of Area 51. But they didn't acknowledge any specifics about it. But they basically said that, yes, there is a place out there in that part of the desert.
Well, of course there is. Didn't we drive past it and it said Area 51?
I don't know. No. There's no...
When we went to Tonopah?
I don't think there's any... There's no signage. But with Google Maps and everything, now everybody has access to it. And they basically can look and tell that it's, you know, real. But the question is, what are they actually doing out there? I mean, do you think that there's anything that's going on out there that actually has to do with extraterrestrial life? Or is it just like a secret government place where they're like doing paperwork?
They have an alien there.
Okay.
Because some pictures have leaked, I think.
Yep, of the alien surgery. I've seen that video.
Right, they're out. They're out there. They're in the internet sphere.
Do you think seriously, legitimately, that there is a meeting that a room?
By the way, I'm licking like way out here, and I'm tasting that.
And that's bad because
It's good because it's way out here.
when you become president, do they bring you into this place and they bring out this guy, and it's like he's like the director of something that no one really knows about, and he's like, all right, okay, I'm going to tell you 7 things.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And one of them is the alien, and they just show them video of it, a live video.
I'm being serious right now.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm being serious. Yes, they take the presidents through all this stuff that you would crap your pants as a civilian if you knew these things, and that's why presidents have that look on their face for the rest of their presidency. You look at the face of anyone who's campaigning for president, and then look at the face of someone who's president. There's a quality there.
It's different.
It's different, and it's the knowledge and power.
Well, I'm going to tell you, seriously. Well, I'm not that you're not being serious, but this is my actual assessment of the situation. Yes, there is a meeting where they bring somebody in and they give him this talk, and it's like these are all the things that.
It's not. By the way, it's not one person they bring in, because one person, if they had all that power, they'd be president. They bring in a series of people,
experts. And they bring him in, and they're like, this is the legitimate truth about this. And there's a person that comes in that is the UFO guy, and he says, trust me, dude, there's no UFOs. We haven't seen any. So let's just go ahead and get that on the table. I think that's what he says.
And then he says, meeting adjourned.
He's like, this whole UFO thing, not a real deal. No one's ever legitimately seen a UFO. There's just a lot of people who think they have, but we have no, trust me, there's no aliens. We don't have an alien body. Trust me. And then they move on to like the next item, which is like, you know, but we almost did blow up the country yesterday. You know, that
Or like,
really happened.
what's really in a McDonald's burger?
Right. Yeah. The percentage of meat in the Taco Bell taco. That kind of stuff. That's item number 2 and 3.
My face is burning here.
It's a good burn.
Where I kind of, I would like to see that back in slow motion, where I was like, and you were like, whoosh.
It feels like aftershave, though.
It probably is. Oh gosh. You really shouldn't use aftershave, and you really shouldn't use this stuff. I'm just being honest, because...
because it kills the good bacteria that keep your breath from stinking, too, because it's alcohol-based. You should never use alcohol-based stuff on your breath. You should use something that kills anaerobic bacteria, like... I was going to say carbon monoxide, but that's not what I mean. Hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide is what you should use on your breath. This helps temporarily, and then a couple hours later, you'd be stinking it up even worse.
If you're still with us, do we need to give a deadline for the contest for the
picture contest?
The picture contest. It needs to be this Sunday night, I think.
Okay. The deadline for the picture contest.
If you want to win, one of the
night.
pictures we drew by drawing another picture of the same thing we depicted, you need to do that by this Sunday night.
It really opens up your sinuses too.
Have a good one, guys.
Hold on, I should run the siren.
The water's coming in! All right, now we're going through the dryer. All right, now we're going through the other side. It's over.
All right. That was awesome. I feel so fresh and so clean.
I think that you cheated at the game by thinking about what questions.
Thinking about it.
Yeah. No, thinking about
I cheated by thinking.
You're thinking. You weren't listening to the siren. You were thinking about what sirens he would have chosen to put in the game. That's cheating.
Well, first of all, that's not true. But if I had have thought of that way, it would be called insightful. It wouldn't be called cheating.
Well, I was thinking of it that way.
I mean, you did pretty good. I mean, you did like an average person. You did like.
But you were guessing. Just be honest. You were guessing.
All my guesses were informed. Of course, I was guessing. I mean, everything was ultimately a guess. I mean, I'm not a cop. I know I look like one. I do have a badge, but I am not a cop. I've never been an EMT.
Especially the way that you're wearing your badge.
And, hey guys, I've got an idea for where we should wear our badges.
Okay. So what you want to talk about? This is Good Mythical More. You got anything else for me? I want to change the subject. I don't want to talk about losing for the whole time.
Have you ever been in handcuffs before?
That's a loaded
leading question. No, I haven't. Both of my grandfathers were in law enforcement, though. My granddad, Clyde, was a sheriff, and then he worked in the jail, and he was the jailer at the courtroom. You remember that? Mm-hmm. Well, you remember me telling you about that.
He was the warden.
He had a flat top. He was not
the warden. He was the bailiff.
He was the jailer. He was not the bailiff. Lincoln, Papa, who's still living, he was the chief of police of Lillington. And then after he retired, just to stay busy, he was the bailiff in the courtroom, just to hang out and throw his weight around.
Andy Griffith.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did he look like this? Did he wear a tight black T-shirt and his badge up here?
No, he wore a legit uniform. I remember going into his office as a young kid, and he would smoke a whole lot. And the whole office would just be full of smoke. And it's one of my first memories.
Secondhand smoke?
My granddad is he's the chief of police. He's very important. He runs this place. He
smokes a lot.
He's got a badge. He smokes.
Come on in and sit down, boy.
Very cool. He doesn't. He talked more like
Lincoln. I'm talking like Clyde did.
Yeah.
Come on.
Do you remember him? Because
he had a flat top. He kept it real nice.
Keep it real sharp.
You can tell it's my tail if my tail smells, because my tail smells.
He said lots of things like that.
You fart blossom.
He called me a fart blossom. This is making me sad.
I do want
my dead grandfather.
I do want to tell you something though.
He never handcuffed me though. That's what
I felt like I had an unfair advantage on that on the tornado one, because I lived next to Campbell, and right there next to Campbelltown, like right through the woods in my house.
Yeah.
That was where the tornado signal happened, and they did it all the time.
They tested it.
They tested it all the time. And I remember right when we moved in, that first summer we moved in, it went off, and my parents were panicking. They were like, whoa, what is this? It was a... And it would last for like 5 minutes. And you were like, are we going to die?
It was a slow build, just like a tornado.
And then at the end it would go...
We could save this talent for the next episode. Just siren impersonation.
All that to say, I think you lived too far from that to hear it. That's what I'm giving you, because you lived on the other side of town, like a mile outside of town.
You know what I live near? The nuclear thingy.
Well, you got that one wrong too.
Repeatedly.
You kept wanting something to be nuclear real bad. You live near a nuclear plant?
You know, well, there's one in Holly Springs. Excuse me, I got something in my ear. You know, that's what it was. Something in my ear obstructing my ability to hear the sirens correctly.
Okay.
Where is this?
It's at the state fair.
And so you want me to carry on without you? I'm fine with that. That's cool. What's the bad news?
Oh, that's good, Link.
Tables have turned.
Oh, bringing back the Turtle Girls.
I noticed you got a little bit of a mullet thing going here.
Mm-hmm. And what's wrong with that?
Are you doing that on purpose?
I'm bringing it back, man.
Can you see that? That he's got like turn. It's like it's like right in there. You see that?
I think it's good. I think it's coming back. I think baby.
So you're telling me you looked at yourself in the mirror and you thought that was good. You knew about that and you're happy with it?
Well, hey, hold on now. Listen, all I got to say is if you're going to cut it, don't do something stupid now. don't do something we can't repair.
Let's make a memory together. Just let me cut it.
But you're seriously, but I want you cut it in a way that doesn't.
Oh, how do these work?
Cut it in a way that doesn't screw it up. If you're going to cut it off,
let me see the other side. Is it happening on the other side too?
Yeah, equally. It's just my hair is curly, so you can pull out. See, hold on, I can pull them out a little bit, and then I can really get it. See that?
It's like a ducktail.
You don't like it?
Stevie's like, yeah. Hey, just move your hand. It's this right here.
But just go easy on it.
Oh, I think some of this is neck hair.
That's why it's curly, man.
Curly man. Oh man, there's a lot over here.
It feels like you're cutting a lot.
Not really though. Oh goodness.
Did this just become Good Mythical haircut?
Anybody else want a haircut? Steve, you want me to work those bangs back in again?
I'm good, thanks.
You got a lot of beard here there too.
No, don't trim the beard.
It's down here. Look at that. Here.
Just throw it in the trash right there.
Oh, that's it.
I don't want it. I don't want it back.
Kind of gross. Kind of gross. That's what you get. That's what you get. Good Mythical More. You get a little haircut. I'm constantly cutting my hair.
I do feel like a little bit of a mullet is not a bad thing.
A little bit of a mullet is a lot of a bad thing.
Is that good? Did that help?